Hey loves, how's it going today? What you guys got up? Well, I have a girls' night out tonight. It's one of my girlfriend's birthdays, and we have a club at work, and we always go out and eat for each other's birthdays. So I thought that I would get ready and put on a little bit of makeup and spend some time with you. So I hope you guys have had a good week. Welcome to the channel. If this is your first time, come on in, relax, because we just chill here. And if you're one of my ride and dies, I love you and come on in with the rest of the gang. So earlier this week, I received a palette from Juvia's place, and it's the Zulu palette. And these colors are super rich, super, or at least they look pigmented, highly pigmented. So I'm going to try it out. For 2018, the Pantone color of the year is ultraviolet. So anything in the purple family. So I'm going to roll with this one as my base from out of the palette. And I'm going to use some other things before I put this one on to kind of build it up to where I want it to be. So I'm just going to show you the assortment that I have. Yesterday evening, I was speaking to Candy Coated Kayla, and she had purchased a couple of palettes from the dollar store, I think Dollar Tree, and they were by LA Colors. And I love LA Colors. That's what I roll with for work. So I picked up this one. This one is all mattes, and it's a quad. And so you have varying shades of violet or purple. And even like, to me, this is like a deeper blue purple, I would say. And then I saw something that I had never seen before, and this one is called uh, Loose Eyeshadow, and it's just a pot. And the color of this is called Grape Jelly. So it comes in a container like this, and this is the top, and it has its own little eyeshadow brush. It's very small. I might use my own shadow brush to dip into this pot, but I kind of want to play around with it and see what I can come up with. But I'm just going to show you real quick. I swatched it on the back of my hand. Look at that color for $1. Can you see that? And it does look like grape jelly, like if it spilled on the counter and you went to wipe it up and it smudged. But I think that that is pretty neat. And it is a shimmer. The color of that I'm going to use in the Zulu is a matte. So I've already kind of touched up my eyebrows a little bit. They're still growing back in. I still have this pimple, but it's almost healed. It's starting to turn dark, and I guess I'll get a scab. So I've already placed a little bit of concealer up under my brow just to kind of clean it up a little bit. So let's get this started. Okay, so first what I'm going to do, I'm going to put a little bit of concealer on my eyelids. This is the LA Pro concealer in the color Fawn. So I'll just start there. So how is everybody doing up under the circumstances with this demonetization? That's been all the talk, all that everybody is so focused on right now, and with good cause, because I'm a newbie, and I feel some kind of way for some of the people who have devoted their time and effort to this cause, and to be in the situations that they're in. But you know what? Um, I feel like at the end of the day, we'll all make our way to where we need to be. We're just going to have to stay strong and let the Lord lead us. That's always the best way to go. I work a full-time job and I do the YouTube in my spare time. Like today, I was off for a doctor's appointment and then have the girls' night out later on this evening. So I just have the days that I'm off or the days that I get off early to put into this venture. So I can't really, um, you know, get so upset about it that it ruins the fun because out of everything, um, I've met so many nice, genuine people here on YouTube. I mean, older people, people middle age like myself, and even some younger ones. Queen Dakota, she's a sweetheart. Deb, she's another sweetheart of the younger people, and I really wish them well. And I had a lot of fun last night in the live with Ann and the whole crew. I mean, everybody was just so genuine, and so I'm just gonna look at times that I spend with you guys. Like last week, Beauty. Uh, I don't want to say this wrong. Net Jurum, Jurum. I think you guys know who I'm referring to. Um, you guys are awesome. So that's what I'm going to continue to do. Just have fun with it and let things come as they may, or as they will, I should say. Okay, so now for a transition color, I'm going to use this very light one here um, at the top of the quad. And it's got a little hint of violet to it, in between a violet and a pink. So I'm going to start there and kind of build up. Let's see what I can get on this little sponge that came with it. These are so funny to me. I used to use them all the time, but I'll use it now because I think I can kind of control the color a little bit better with it. And this will be my base to kind of get everything to adhere to this one and to set this um, concealer. Okay. Yep, that's not bad as a transition color and for setting. So how many of you guys have done a live? I haven't done one yet. I'm still trying to work just to perfect just doing a regular video and edit it and upload it. It takes me like almost a full day to get everything together. Like I'll probably won't upload this one until tomorrow evening. Like I say, I have dinner this evening with the girls, and then when I get back, I need to make 2 pound cakes for a funeral in the morning. Um, by trade, I'm also a part-time caterer. I did more of it when my husband was living, um, but after he passed away, I didn't do as much cooking. I think the last big catering event that I did was a wedding for my girlfriend from high school. And that was a huge task because I also made the wedding gown and stood up in the wedding. Okay, so I have this on, but what I want to do is kind of blend it out a little bit. So I'm just going to use this blending brush and kind of blend it in and soften it up a little bit. So everything is just nice and even. How is your weather? I'm in Michigan, and you know the weather changes all the time. When I went to the doctor this morning, it was very cold. And by the time I got out of the doctor, the sun had come out, and um, the ice on my car or frost on my car had suddenly turned into water. And so I ran a few errands, and after that, everything was starting to drip off the car. So the sun is still out now. I still have a little bit more light hours left, but I think it'll be warm for the remainder of the day. But I didn't check to see what the weather would be like this weekend. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to get a little bit of this grape to build up on what I have now. And I'm just going to go right over what I have now with this same applicator that came in the quad set. And this is pretty. These are typically the types of colors that I like to wear, uh, more natural looking. So I'm really going to be bold when I put that color on. I wish it had a name to it inside that Zulu palette by Juvia's Place. So it looks like Concord Grape. I'm going to name it Concord Grape. We got Grape Jelly Shimmer from LA Colors, and I'm naming that particular color Concord Grape because that's what it looks like. And these colors, that's why I like them by Colors. They're so smooth and they go on so nice. They almost remind me of my Smashbox uh, palette. The texture of these colors. A little bit more right here. Okay. So now I'm going to blend these two together and soften this up some. I'm not real hungry. I ate breakfast when I got back from the doctor. That's something I don't normally do because I'm at work. I just tend to snack. It's not the best snacks, but working in the hospital, you just don't have time to sit down for a full meal. Okay, so that's what I've applied from this LA Colors matte eyeshadow palette. And the name of this palette is called Magnificent. Okay, so dun, 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 dun. Now for the Juvia's Place palette, the Zulu. Such a pretty palette. Okay, now I had brushes. Oh, here they are. I wanted to kind of talk about these brushes. So while I was at the dollar store, they had, oh, that was the difference. Okay, I'm wondering why it was white instead of black. So this is a Wet n Wild eyeshadow brush, and it's a C 875, I believe it is. And then I have a e.l.f. blending brush and this e.l.f. C eyeshadow brush. And these are brand new. So since this color is so dark, I think since this Wet n Wild brush is already open, I'm going to use this one to apply what I refer to. Uh-oh. Gotta get my brush. Oh, okay. Sorry about that. What I refer to as Concord grape. If you think it looks like something else rather than Concord grape, let me know what you think it is, but I can't think of anything else. Barney grape. Remember Barney, that little animal for children, that show Barney? I think was it Barney? He was a oh God, was he a dinosaur, I believe? Yep, so that's the only thing I can think of. So I'm going to pick up some of this color. Okay, and you can see how pigmented that is. The tip of this brush is pink, and now it's completely grape, Concord grape. So I'm going to apply it on the outer third and in my crease. And I'm just going to pat it on just to see how this is going to look. Wow. And I'm going to go very lightly in my crease because this is some deep color here. It's pretty. And I think I can actually flip over the brush and use what's left on the opposite side and in my crease and bring it over. This is some deep color here. Okay, guys, I'm back. I got the majority of that shimmer off my face, so I'm going to go in with a little bit of primer. I put some moisturizer on my face earlier, so I'm not going to use very much primer. But I just want to make sure that my skin can accept the foundation, since the moisturizer just has a little bit of oil in it. So I'm just going to put a light coat of primer on. And the clock is ticking. I spent way too much time fooling around with these colors. It's almost time for me to get dressed, and I still have to put on lashes, so I know I'll be doing those off camera. Okay, so that's my primer. And I'm just going to use a little bit of orange corrector right here where my glasses sit at. Just a small amount. Just there. And I'm just going to rub this in with my finger. And that helps to diminish the appearance of these dark marks where my glasses sit at. See, it's not so bad now. The orange kind of took it away. My glasses are on the heavier side. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills Stick Foundation. Make sure I get here first because I need a little bit extra to cover up that orange, or so I can blend it. And this stick foundation by Anastasia is buildable, but I'm gonna put a decent amount on tonight because we'll probably be taking pictures, so I want to look my best. And the color of this one is chestnut that I'm applying to my face. And I'm just going to use my spritzer bottle to dampen my beauty blender. And we'll get this all smoothed out. And for this stick one, I more or less have to, I can't really pat. I do have to kind of rub it in. The patting method doesn't work very well with this stick. It's kind of on the thicker side. But I just want to make sure that I get everything well blended around my chin and my jaw. Around my lips. And I'll do my forehead last once I get this together. This is such a pretty color. I have a lot of red undertones in my skin, so my foundation always has to have a little bit of red in it. But I like how this foundation like really, I don't have like huge pores anyway, but this foundation really reduces the size of your pores and makes everything look really flawless. I'm liking this color. What you guys think? Well, that's how we do for girls' night out. We kind of dress up for each other, don't we, ladies? We'll go and have something good to eat, a cocktail or two, and then come home and relax. Except I don't get to relax. I have to make pound cake, but it's for a good cause. For a good cause. So how many of you all have tried the Juvia's Place Zulu palette? And tell me what you think of the palette and what your experience with it was. And then, like I say, also I have on the Urban Decay Heavy Metals palette. Let me know if you all have also tried that palette and how you feel about it. Okay, so I have that. So I'm just going to do a slight contour, and I have another foundation stick by Anastasia, and this one is in the color Ebony. So I'm just going to do just a slight contour. I don't think tonight I'm going to do like blush, because I don't want to have red and purple. So I'll leave my face more natural looking and just contour a little bit more than I normally do. And I also want to, why can't I find things when I need them? I need my concealer, and I have a brand new one here. I didn't want to open this one. I mean, man, I just had it. It couldn't have gone far. I'm going to stand up, guys. Excuse me. Did I lay it towards the back of my station? And I mean, I have a cup here where I'm putting things as I use them. It's no way that my concealer should have gotten that far. Well, while I'm up, I might as well reach for, and I'm sorry, guys, my finishing powder. Let me look back here. This is ridiculous. Okay, well, I guess I'll have to open another one. And I hate to waste time like this. Oh, goodness, come on. You know how these plastic things are. I like to have things already set and prepared, because it takes a long time to do the videos and edit them. And, you know, when you guys watch them, I want things to flow smoothly. I guess that's why I haven't done a live yet, because if I'm having problems getting things set up just for this. Okay, I have another concealer here that I just opened. So I'm going to put a little bit of this under my eyes, and all the places concealer is supposed to go to kind of highlight your face. And I believe this one that I just opened, this is a different color. I believe this is a little bit darker than the one that I normally use. This one is called Toffee. And I usually use Fawn. And it actually looks lighter on camera. It's more red here at home for me. Can I draw a straight line? It doesn't matter. A little here and just a little on my forehead. I think I need another small squirt. I don't know why this brand new one feels like they didn't put the full amount in. And they charge what, like $2.99 or $3.99 for these things. Okay, Beauty Blender. Let's get this going. I'm gonna do the concealer first, and then I'll do the contour last. And I wanted to do something a little bit different. I wanted to contour my nose a little bit more. It's kind of flared, and I wanted to do a contour, but I left part of my products upstairs in another room, so I'm not going to worry about it tonight. I'll just roll with what I have. You guys got any plans for the weekend? What are you doing? And do you have any plans for Valentine's Day is coming up? I've been racking my brain coming up with some good topics and content for Valentine's Day. And I'm still working on it. A couple of things have come to mind, but I'm still working on it. Okay. This highlight looks really light on camera, but in person, in my mirror, it's not bad. It's pretty. Okay, right here on my forehead. Okay, and now my contour. And I'm going to take this back towards my hairline so that I'm looking more natural here. And then I'll do my jaw and bring that down. Yeah, but I think this is going to look nice by itself. Okay, guys, I'm back. While I was gone, I did apply the lashes. And for the first time ever, I used the white glue that dries clear because I normally use the black glue that you use for like quick weaves. And I kind of liked it. So I might try that again. Also, I did a wing. I had a purple eyeliner. So I just did a really quick wing liner, and I did smoke out my lash line, or my waterline, I should say, with the Juvia's Zulu palette, the color that I used here. I just brought it down a little bit more, and I decided to bake a little bit while I was putting on my lashes. So the lashes that I use, I call Eyelure, and they carry this brand at Ulta. And the packet that I have, it was 6 that came into the pack, and I used 2, of course. I just have 2 eyes. I don't know why it took me that long to think of that one. So now what I'm going to do is use my CoverGirl Queen collection, and I'm going to dust this setting powder off and put my finishing powder, and it's almost time for me, to get a new one. Look at that. I'm getting down to the bottom of the pot. So let's get this off and just finish my face. I think it's a little after 5, and I need to be leaving here at 6, no later than 6:15 to get to the restaurant on time. We always have dinner at 7. I don't even know why I sweated, and if you all, my friends, see this video, I don't know why I sweated because you guys are never on time. So I'm not going to worry about it tonight. I'm going to finish my video. I'll get there on time. I love my girls. They so sweet. We have a good time together. And we lift one another up in a way that women should do. Okay. Got that all dusted off. And I am going to use just a small amount of a highlighter since I got so much going on with my eyes. I do want to look like I'm 61 and not 21. So I'm just going to use this blush brush, and I use my Live Beauty highlighter palette. And what I noticed out of this one is that they look different inside of the palette, but they all go on a little bit the same. I'm going to select the one that's a little pinky and see what that looks like with this purple. It's pretty. Probably could see it better there. My ring light is so bright that I hope I'm not washing out all the color, but I know I'm not washing out the color on these eyes. Came out really beautiful. Combination of the Zulu by Juvia's and my Heavy Metals by Urban Decay. And then for my lip, initially I was going to just go with a nude, but why not go full Pantone color of the year? And I have this color by Nika K, number 997, and I'm going to use this one. So, not bad. Now I just have to do something with this hair of mine. I got a headband in it now. I'm just gonna comb it down and wrap it. I'm not gonna worry about a wig tonight. But this face is beat. What do you guys think? What about that eye? All right. Thank you for spending this time with me as I reviewed this Juvia's Place palette, the Zulu, where there are no names on the colors, and I named the purple one Concord Grape. Okay, you guys have a good evening, and I'll see you on the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.